Good morning, good evening, good afternoon from wherever you're watching. Today, I want to talk to you about 4 steps for achieving internal satisfaction versus competition. In the world we live in, we tend to have a lot of competition in trying to get internal satisfaction. So there's four things, 4 steps, 4 problems. The 4 problems, we don't even know what we want. We don't fully know what we want. That's a problem because you want something, but you don't truly fully know what you want. I think that could be a problem. Another thing is we focus on external satisfaction versus our internal satisfaction. So what we do is we tend to compare ourselves. So we're looking around and seeing, hey, this relationship, that would be cool to have that. But what about what you want? You're asking about what somebody else asked in your mind, but you don't even know what you want. Number 3 is you procrastinate and you don't take action, postponing. That's a problem. Postponing and not taking action is a problem, right? Number 4, to convince yourself that one day things will change. One day you'll take that action. So those are like these lies that we have, these operating systems. And what the worst part about all this is this. Number 1, you're never, ever going to find out what you want if you don't pause and ask. But here's the thing. Have you ever thought about this? Growing up, were you asked what you wanted? And if you actually desired to want something, was it crushed? Was your dream crushed? So maybe that's the reason why you don't want to either want satisfaction or you want to not even want to dream. So I know for me, when I was asked, what do you want? I started crying because I was like, wow, I really had to think about it. Oh, I knew what my goals are for my family. I knew what my goals are for my career. I knew what my goals are for everything else. But what do you personally for you? But I thought that's selfish. No, it's not. That's where it starts. That's the core of not knowing what you want. Another core problem or deeper issue about it is we compare ourselves in the way outside, way enough to deal with our emotion inside. We compare. It's so easy to put myself out there and compare myself to so-and-so and to this and that. So I don't have to deal with me. I don't have to deal with this thing because my focus is outward, right? And another thing is we're afraid of wanting. And I kind of talked about this at the previous point, but we're afraid of wanting because reality may be too painful. You know, a lot of times I could push my goals or push achieving it because what if when I get there, it doesn't feel what I'm feeling? That satisfaction won't be there. And because we anticipate so much of what would it feel like when we get there, it doesn't feel it. And then we get disappointed. We don't set new goals. Lastly, problem with convincing yourself that one day you will do it. Here's what you do. You justify, you rationalize your lack of actions today. And what that does, it keeps your dreams and your goals artificial. It's an artificial satisfaction. It keeps your dream and goal in an artificial satisfaction. It's satisfaction to you because all your dreams are not achieved. It's there right there. So you could hold them. It's safe for you, but you're not living. But it's safe for you. It's a false comfort. And that's satisfying, but it's the wrong satisfaction because you get to be right. You get to be right about the fact that you didn't accomplish. You get to be right that you don't deserve what you want. You get to be right that you're confused about what you want when you're not taking the action. Okay, here's the 4 steps really quickly. Number 1, become creative, not competitive. Become creative, not competitive. Get productive working on your own goals. Get productive working on yourself. If you are productive working on your own self, your own goal, figuring out what is it that you want, sitting with yourself, guess what? You will not have time to look at somebody else. And even if you do look at somebody else, you won't have that trigger. Number 2, know what you want beyond the external. Know the deeper issue. Know what you want. It's not so much getting what you want, is what happens and what you feel when you do get what you want, which is going to come down to peace, probably, love, being honored, being respected, being desired, being valued. Pause and ask yourself, what do I truly want? And it's okay. It may get emotional like it did with me. Number 3, align the action with what you want. Align the action. So you gotta align these actions, and then, you know, action makes your dreams into reality, right? Like for me, I always thought, oh man, I'd love to go to the beach and just walk on sand, or go to the park, take off my shoes and walk. Those are very simple. It's interesting how things that we truly want, the core, if it's love and peace, or more than that, it doesn't actually cost much at all. Especially when you reach to a point where you actually could do a lot of things that you push off. And then you realize that what you truly wanted is the most simplest thing in life. Remember, knowing leads to doing. Doing leads to experience. So know it, activate it, and experience it. Okay? Know it, activate it, and experience. So if you know what you want, you've got to activate it and experience that thing that you always wanted, that feeling of peace, that feeling of love, that feeling of calmness, okay? And the last thing is borrow experience. Borrow experience. That means accountability and a due date. Someone to help you walk you through this. Someone to help you get you to that side, because I know that on my own, I get on my own way. And I've been talking about doing things, and guess what? As soon as I myself personally hired a coach, I achieved more in a year than I did in 11 years. So when I say to you, borrow experience, maybe buy experience, time, energy, and income and money you will save. Buy the experience, okay? That's what I wanted to talk to you about it. Thank you so much for watching this. Please comment and let me know what you thought about it. Again, put me on the comment and then I'll reach out to you so you can start in your journey of discovering your authentic self. Thank you for watching.